Like, it has been a week. So, I cannot believe tomorrow's already Friday. But it's just been a week full of a bunch of crazy. Okay, guys. Gussie, buddy, it's all gonna be okay, all right? All gonna be okay, buddy. Everything's gonna be all right. All right, buddy, you ready to go get checked out? Are you gonna be okay, buddy? You gonna be okay? Yeah. He's gonna be okay. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's gonna be just fine. Alright, guys. Well, we had a successful visit to the vet this morning that did not end in any bad news. So I am thrilled by that. We were able to get there pretty early this morning, and we go over to Alabama for our vet. So we had to make it's not far. It's like 30 minutes or so. But Gus was doing good. He was okay. He was a very good boy. Getting into the car, going to the vet. They had to put his little muzzle on him just because, just precaution. And I was so proud of him. He did so good. And the doctor did a very thorough examination of all of his legs, front and back, and definitely found some places where he was having some issues. So, just like, if I bend down, my knees pop like crazy. And I know everyone doesn't have that trouble, but I do. So, poor little Gussie was the same way. The doctor was bending his shoulder, or, moving his shoulders and his knee or his elbows, and moving everything around. And you could hear his joints just popping and cracking. And so the doctor, after his examination, seems to think that Gus is really just suffering from arthritis and joint pain, which is good news in the sense that it's nothing detrimental, but it is something that he's probably going to continue to suffer with for a while. So the doctor gave him a shot today and said that he's had very good results with this shot, and that it should be great for Gus, and that he should be feeling back to normal, which I guess really he's going to be better than normal because he was having pain that we didn't even know about. So he should be feeling good though within about 2 days. And he gave us some pain medicine to give him kind of until that shot kicks in. That way he's not suffering so terribly. Poor thing. He wouldn't even walk outside to go to the bathroom, and that is just so not like him. Normally if a door opens, he is flying out it. And so he really was just having a hard time. And even when we got back home, I had to carry him from the kitchen into the living room and lay him on his blanket because he would not move. So he's definitely having some pain, and I know he was tired too after the vet visit, but he did really good, and I was very proud of him. So hopefully he'll be getting better and everything's fine. I was so incredibly relieved because I was nervous. I really was. I felt like he had something going on with his shoulder, and that it was more, that there was just more to it than bones and joints. But so far, the doctor thinks that's all it is. So we'll see how he's doing in a day or two, and maybe he will be totally fine, and we will not have to go back. He will have to have that shot, though, once a month, most likely. So we'll have to add that into our wellness routines of taking care of Gus's little arthritis shot. So we are now on our way to Papa and Nana's house, and we're going to be having some lunch over there today. Nana made spaghetti, and I believe we're having spaghetti and salad. So that will be really yummy, and it'll be nice just to, let Addie run around and be able to play and have a good time. And I believe my cousin Holly is going to come down and spend some time with us too. So should be a fun time. It's a beautiful day. It's very warm today, very warm. Like I can't see my thermometer right now because my camera's in front of it, but I believe it is probably, it's got to be close to 80. Got to be. It's super warm, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we are also, Jonathan and I have kind of stepped into a little bit of a new role at church. So we are going to be helping out with the youth department. Basically, our youth pastor and his soon-to-be wife stepped down, and they're going to be moving to a different part of the state serving. Happy for them. It's going to be really good for them. I'm very excited about what they're going to be doing there. And so we were left with a void, though, in our church. And so me and Jonathan and another couple are kind of stepping into that role, at least temporarily. And we're going to be kind of serving alongside one another, taking turns helping and teaching the teenage class once a week or every other week. So we will be heading to church tonight. We don't always go to church on Wednesday nights just because it starts a little earlier. It starts at 6, and we're about, we're pretty far from our church. It takes us about 40 minutes to get there. So it's a lot for a Wednesday night. So it's going to be stretching us a little, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. And we're looking forward to the opportunity to serve in that role and to get to know some kids and hopefully speak into their lives a little and teach them about Jesus. So definitely looking forward to that opportunity. But we are pulling into Papanana's here in just a moment. We are turning onto their street as I speak to you right now. They have a very steep hill at the entrance to their driveway, and to this day it makes me so nervous. When I was a teenager learning to drive, I hated driving up this hill. I always get so nervous, and it's not even like anything crazy, but for some reason it made me so nervous. So we're pulling in, gonna go have a good time with them, and we will see you guys later. We are on our way to church. Someone just woke up from their nap, Addie, and Papa Nana sent us home with a little pint of strawberry ice cream for Addie. She woke up and the first thing she said was, ice cream, I want my ice cream. So here we are, having her ice cream in the car. I made her put on one of my shirts that didn't matter if it got dirty, so that her clothes underneath my shirt would not get dirty for church. And it's pretty cute. Is it yummy? again. We survived our first youth group session. Yay. Jonathan did great. The kids were awesome. They were good. Sometimes I forget how teenagers are like so awkward.
Were we awkward?
I'm sure we were. But it's fun to be around them as like a grown up. So, but we did. We had a fun time. They were good kids. We played some games, had some food, learned about Jesus. It was all good. Jonathan taught his little lesson, and it was fantastic. Good job.
Thank you.
And I kind of played the games with them, so it was a good team effort. Addie had a big step tonight. She went to Children's Church by herself for the first time, like ever. Normally I'm in there with her and helping her, and she wants me to be in there with her and kind of helping. We were teaching the teenagers, and so she went over to Children's Church by herself, and I was so proud of her. Yay, Addie! I asked her what she learned, and she said, Jesus. But it's been a good day. Gus is still struggling. Honestly, I feel like he's having a harder time now than he was before we even went to the vet. So that's kind of a bummer. I tried to take him out to use the bathroom before we went to church. And I mean, I had to essentially drag him out into the yard, and then he would not go back inside.
Gus is an extremely active dog, and he's always been active.
Yeah, so this is like weird.
The extreme opposite of what he really is.
Yeah. And I mean, I had to pick him up and carry him and his 50-pound self into the house. So I am really anticipating the shot kicking in and him getting better, and I really hope that is going to fix things.
Y'all comment in the comments if y'all ever had this happen to your animal. Let us know if it's what's going on, or let us know if it helped your dog.
Yeah, I believe the shot's called like Librera or Libera, something like that. And
it's the first time for us.
Yeah, we're not familiar with it at all. The doctor told me that he should be back in like good as new within like 2 days.
Yeah, but you read.
Right, but I saw on their website where it said like it would take up to 7 days to kick in, and then that it said like it would be like the second or third month of the shot before you would really see like significant differences. So I don't know. We'll see. And I mean, I will say like Gus has lots of, he's just gotten older, and it takes him like a little more effort to get up and things like that. So I hope that it will help that. But I don't know. Part of me still wonders if there's something else going on. So we will give it a few days, and we shall see. I hope nothing else is going on. We're going to give him a pain pill tonight, and hopefully he'll be able to sleep. I don't know if he slept at all last night. Like, I was able to get him comfortable a few times, but I'm not sure he actually went to sleep. So I know he's tired and he's hurting, and it's just terrible. But we have a busy rest of the week. I have some things going on Thursday and Friday in the community that I'm going to be serving in and doing some work there. We have a golf tournament coming up, so I'm going to be helping out, doing some stuff with that. So we're going to be busy. Jonathan's working, and we're going to just keep doing our thing. But we are thankful for a good day. We've been going since bright and early this morning. Had a good, productive day, and we hope that you guys all had a good one too. And we will see you tomorrow. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's Thursday. Let's talk about some stuff. So last night we had to end up taking Gus to the emergency vet clinic in our area, and when we got home from church last night, he was incredibly lethargic, would not stand up, would not move, nothing. It was just bad. It was really bad. And so we took him on. He and I went, and we were there until 2 o'clock this morning. And unfortunately, they gave us some news that we were not super thrilled about. So they seem to think that Gus does have some type of mass, and that it's pretty aggressive, and that basically all we can do at this point is just keep him comfortable and kind of go from there. She did say that there maybe is a small chance that it is still just arthritis and that he might perk back up, but that's not how she feels in her gut, is basically what she said. So that was pretty discouraging, and been really just emotional about it, to be totally honest. But it's okay. Today I have been incredibly busy working in town at the golf museum that we have here in town. We have a big golf tournament happening tomorrow. We have a lot of people in town. So I've been working at the golf museum today. I did just want to take a minute and show you guys what our golf museum is. So this is the Doug Sanders Golf Museum. So Doug Sanders was a professional golfer, and he was from Cedartown, Georgia. He's got an incredibly cool story, and he was a collector, and he collected tons and tons of memorabilia from anyone and everyone, honestly. I tell people that it doesn't matter if you like golf. If you find anything in the world interesting, you're probably going to find it in this museum. So step in with me, take a look, and I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, I'm exhausted. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm very tired. It's been a long day. I finished working at the museum today. I hope that place really is such a cool place. And then I ran home to go check in on Gus. I will say we have had some very encouraging things happen today with Gus. I'm just, we're really honestly very perplexed, because it's like one doctor told us this and one doctor told us this, and they're very different things, and which one is right? And obviously we just want the best for him. We don't want him to be in pain. We want him to be able to live his normal life And so I'm really just trying to make sure I'm not making a decision selfishly, right? I don't want to make him suffer, but at the same time, I don't want to make a hasty decision and, rush something that wasn't necessary. So, but today he has gotten up on his own to walk outside, and he's walked around the house a little bit, and he's gone to the bathroom, and he's eaten, and he's been drinking. So those are all very good signs. He is still in a lot of pain, and he's still hobbling around, but he has been putting a little bit of weight on that little leg. So I've seen good things today. I don't know that they're going to last. I don't know. It's just a lot of waiting and seeing. So that is that. Tonight we are headed into town. We are going to dinner at Chicken Salad Chick. It is my Aunt Lori's birthday. So that is my stepdad's sister. So tonight's her birthday, and we're gonna go have some chicken salad. My favorite chicken salad chick is the Sassy Scotty. It's always my go-to. So sometimes I don't love chicken salad, but I'm actually really looking forward to having that tonight. So Jonathan's gonna stay home with Gus, just so he's not by himself tonight. And that way he can kind of stay with his medicine and his food and his water, keeping that in him and trying to get this little puppy better. So we're headed to Chicken Salad Chick, and then we'll see what time it is when we finish there. We may make a run to a few places, but we may not. I'm tired. I also have I have to go to my Papa Nana's house and get a camera. I cannot forget that because I have a busy day tomorrow doing some photographs at the golf tournament in town. So we will be continuing this busy week. I tell you, it has been a week. Like, it has been a week. So I cannot believe tomorrow's already Friday, but it's just been a week full of a bunch of crazy. Hope you guys have had a better week than me. To the Doug Sanders Charity Classic this morning. I am doing media coverage and I am running a few minutes late. But that's what happens when you have a newborn. So headed to the golf course this morning. This is one of my favorite days of the year. I absolutely love doing this every year. A great tournament, great cause. This tournament gives, I think $30,000 this year in scholarships for need-based students in Cedartown. So every year a new student is selected, they get a $5,000 per year scholarship toward their college education, and it follows them all through their college career. So every year they get another $5,000 scholarship as long as they're in good standing with their school. So great cause, great tournament. If you're into golf tournaments, check this one out. I'm telling you, it is seriously a great one, and it's going to be one of the up and comings in this area for sure. It's a new tournament. This is only our, let's see, third year or fourth year. It might be our fourth year now, but I think it's just our third year. So it's our third year doing this, and it's a blast. So if you're ever in this area, the first Friday of May, come out and join us for the Doug Sanders Charity Classic. Our beautiful day turned into a bit of a rainy evening. I think it's probably just a passing shower, but I don't know. We'll see how long it decides to stick around. We were hoping to get some good outside time in tonight, but now everything's going to be wet. So, might not happen today. I think that my little bird eggs are getting close to hatching because that bird, mama bird, is sitting on them almost constantly. So like every time I walk out the door, I see her fly away, but she's kind of gotten brave and she's started staying in place more. So I am listening closely for the sounds of little chicks and hoping that I'll be able to get a shot of them. Just want to be careful not to hurt them or give the mom a reason to think that they are hurt or that I've done something to them. So just want to be super duper careful with that. But I'm very curious about what's going on up in that nest. So golf tournament went extremely well today. Extremely well. One of the best things that I saw at the golf tournament was, all right, so there were 6 prizes given to the teams who won. So there were 2 flights and there was a first, second, and third place in each flight. So the first place prize was $1,000. The second place prize was $800. And the third place prize was $600. All but one team gave their winnings back to the Doug Sanders Golf Museum, which will go toward the scholarship fund for the students that I had mentioned earlier. So the winners of those scholarships will be announced on Monday at their high school programming, and I'm just so pumped for those kids. It's very exciting for them. So that was just really cool to see, because you had a lot of teams there. We had 31 teams registered. 29 of them showed up today. The other 2 had some kind of emergent situations, so they were not able to be there today. But 29 teams there, paying, I think they pay $800 a team to play. Now they get some stuff with that, you know, but $800 a team to play. And then rather than, you know, keeping their money, they gave it right back into the foundation fund. So that was just really cool. I thought that was a good reflection on what we're doing there with that tournament, and that it really is, it's for a really cool cause. So again, great tournament. If you're ever in this area, please check it out. If you're ever in this area, please check out the museum, which I showed in my video yesterday, and that is the Doug Sanders Golf Museum. There's also another really cool museum here in town called the Cedartown Museum of Coca-Cola Memorabilia, and it is a fantastic collection of Coca-Cola memorabilia. They are both those museums are owned by the same people. Those are some people that I used to work for, and now I still, you know, I'm very close with them, so I help them out with different things here and there, and both really cool places to visit. So if you're ever in the area, come on by. So I realized I have not given an update on Gus. I don't even know, guys, to be honest. It's very, very strange, because at this point I have 2 very different opinions from 2 very good doctors. The emergency vet is communicating with our regular vet and giving them access to the x-rays and the blood work and all. And I just don't know. I'm trying not to make a very hasty decision. I also don't want Gus to be in a ton of pain. But since we left the emergency vet, he has been progressively getting better. He is putting weight on his leg, he's walking, he's even running a little, he's moving, he's going out to the bathroom, he's using the bathroom, he's eating, he's doing all the things that he normally does for the most part. I mean, he's still, you can tell he's in pain, something's still hurting him, but he's way, way, way better than he was when I legitimately thought he was dying on Wednesday night. So we are just waiting it out, taking it one day at a time. He's on some pain meds, he's on an antibiotic, and we're just gonna go from there and see kind of what happens. I mean, I do know that he is old, that things are happening in his little body, but obviously we want to keep him around as long as we possibly can. So continue to pray for him and for us, as we are just kind of making sure that we're making the right decision with him, for him, not necessarily for us. So that's kind of where he's at. So we're just kind of waiting. It's a waiting game at this point, but we're enjoying every moment with him that we can. So we are closing out Friday, guys, and looking forward to a good weekend. We really don't have anything planned this weekend, which is actually really nice. I'm gonna try to sleep some in the morning. I need to catch up on sleep from this week. It's been a really long, crazy week. Like, I feel like I haven't had this stressful of a week in a very long time, and it's been like emotionally stressful, mentally stressful, physically stressful, just, I mean, stressful in every way. So I'm hoping to get some rest and relaxation this weekend, along with some fun with my kiddos, and just keep it slow. So I hope you guys have had a good one. It's been a good one over here, and we will see you tomorrow.